Hi Libra, this is Nyondra from Truth Has Changed Tarot, and I'm here to do your June 2017 reading. First, I want to say thank you to all the people who've liked, shared, and subscribed to my channel. Thank you very much. And second, I want to say I changed the format, so I'm just focusing on love and work. So let's get started. So your overall message for June 2017 is destiny. Let's read what that means here. So, take a risk. Dare to have your life the way you decide. Are you willing to make sacrifices to have what you desire? What tools do I need to form my own destiny? Am I ready for my destiny? The key ideas are true love, taking a stand, positive omen, radical thinking, deep satisfaction, ability to change. The phrase that goes with it is, together we are stronger than alone. And your clarifying card here is creativity. So what I'm getting is there's this connection to a project, person, or people that feels inevitable in a good way. But the inevitability is being met with blockages that you need to creatively and flexibly, whatever, find ways to address so you can really have this connection manifest in the way that you desire. And what that requires here with this destiny card is to make sacrifices. And part of making sacrifices is releasing what doesn't serve you and things that feel very difficult to release. And that doesn't just have to be other people or jobs or whatever. It just could be simply a mindset that is limiting. And a lot of what this card is talking about is taking a risk. It's finding solutions to these blockages that are outside of that are outside of your comfort zone, really. That are outside of what feels normal and acceptable to you. You're just gonna have to push yourself a little bit this month, Libra. All right, so let's get to the love card reading. So we have the sun card. For the singles, you have the sun card in reverse and the moon. Very interesting. The sun and the moon. There's this duality. There's this there's this idea of confusion, definitely, of how to move forward, how to manifest this connection like I was talking about, and really how to expose your fears, the roots of your fears. Let's get more information. Yeah, so you have the Knight of Cups and the Nine of Cups in reverse. Knight and the Nine. So the Knight of Cups upright is just referring to addressing blockages from the past. Because the Knight is, interesting enough, moving towards the past. Away from this sense of feeling like things aren't. Feel like your wishes are not able to come true. Because that's a lot of what these two cards are saying together. It's uncertain if your wishes, your hopes, your desires, a sense of fulfillment is going to come true. And with the sun blocking the Nine of Cups it's like the Nine of Cups is going the wrong way. Like, it's going the wrong way, but also the right way. It's moving away from that sense of confusion, but also moving towards the past. Let's see, why is the Knight going towards the past? It's a cycle and needs to complete itself before you're able to move forward. Like there's a connection that you're desiring to have, to create stability out of, to create that is very promising, but there's some unfinished business from the past. That does not have to be exes. It just could be a mindset that is just lingering on, that has no business being there. Yeah, this mindset that is a connection to patterns and habits of investing in situations or romantic partnerships or friendships that are not giving you the same return. Also, what I'm getting with this card is this idea of fear of commitment. It's almost like a fear of stability that's coming with that. Let me pull my card here. Yeah. The sphere of stability, and I think that this card connected to the sign of Taurus, and Taurus is all about that stability. It's like moving away. What you need to move away from is a form of stability that in the past has served you, but now it's like you're kind of afraid that you're going to have to commit in the same way you did, and that you're going to be stuck. But what's the mindset you need to be able to end so you can move forward towards this connection? Last card. Yeah, so you don't feel the sense of being stuck anymore. Move forward now. It's repeating the messages. All right, so for the couples here, you have the Page the Ten of Pentacles, beautiful, and then the Page of Swords. So there's some sort of communication around trying to build stability. There's a stability, either it's present or you're in the process creating it, or this, like I said, this there's blockages. Ooh, what the blockages to the stability that you're trying to create is that basic level of communication. And you know, this understanding with the pages are, you know, children. They're like the beginnings of stages. The aces are kind of similar to that in that energy, but the pages are like, you know, that fully formed human. I guess what I'm trying to say is that you need to go back to the basics. You know, maybe y'all have kind of what I'm getting is just sort of maybe a sense of complacency. You kind of gotten complacent, and really what you need to do is get back to basics. Yeah, with the Justice here in reverse and the Page of Swords, or sorry, the Six of Pentacles, is just idea of this back and forth, this equity, this give and take, and there's this lack of evenness, and it's interesting. And you have the Devil card here with the Justice card and the Ten of Pentacles. So it's just saying that there's some sort of negative there's this negative sense of communication or mindset that's been happening that you need to cut. You just gotta cut the shit is what I'm getting. Like, cut the shit, because it's like there's this obsessive energy, and it's blocking this manifestation of this stability. It's things that are really uneven, and one of the ways you can get back to that sense of balance is that sort of even communication. You know, because the Justice card here in reverse, the Justice card has to do with your sign. It has to do with the sign of Libra, that imbalance. Maybe you've just been giving too much and you've been putting so much into this idea of stability that you've kind of got obsessive or kind of dangerously attached to it, codependent, whatever, you know, there's shadow forms of that can be. But what you need to know is that you can get out of it. That's what the Devil card is always about. You can get out of it. How you're getting out of it is that communication. What's the last card for this one? Yeah, because what is happening as well is you're focusing on the negative aspects of the connection. Either this is how you're showing up or your partner's showing up. Either way, there's focusing on the negative aspects of communication, but what you're really going to do is kind of maybe just communicate that. Say, like, this is what I'm unhappy about, but this is also what I cherish in the connection I have with you. Or with you. Last card. Yeah, because there's been some conflict that's been happening. 2 5s, chaos, conflict, uncertainty. Don't be afraid of the uncomfortable conversation that happens as a result of communicating your desires. Okay. Let's get the work, passion, and community. So you have the Seven of Swords here, the Hermit, and the Eight of Pentacles here again. So there's some sort of lack of confidence or self-sabotage that needs to be addressed by doing some internal work, y'all. Because you're building towards something that is, I think that is worth building towards, but there's a sense of self-sabotage that's coming up. Yeah, a lack of balance here with the Temperance card. You're not feeling really right. You're not feeling really too good about yourself for some reason, and it's making you feel unbalanced. Maybe there's a project that isn't working out. People are not communicating. People are not like building with you, and as a result, you kind of feel that sense of imbalance, and you feel like you'd rather blame yourself than to actually address your needs with people. Yeah, you know what I mean. And then with the the Hangman, to clarify the Hermit, there's a sense of stagnation. What you really need to do in order to address that sense of stagnation, this kind of being a martyr, is really seeing what you're receiving. You're seeing what safety net people are trying to create for you. You're trying to build stability and connection, but you're feeling so stuck because you're being dependent on people who are not going to show up for you, ever show up for you. Yeah, you're being emotionally drained as a result. Because you're giving into these sort of different opportunities that are not necessarily going to bring you what you want. Because with the Seven of Cups, it's like these illusions, this illusionary sense of success. And you feel kind of emotionally drained because you've been working towards it, but you've just kind of been like, I don't know why I'm getting an image of throwing coins into a wishing well. Like you're trying to throw your coin in a wishing well, expecting something in return when it's something that you need to just do yourself. Yeah, with the Knight of Cups, in order to be able to move forward on this energy, you need to get to a place where you're emotionally stable, where you feel confident in your own means, I guess. Justice here in reverse, that lack of balance. Last card, Knight of Wands. So it's just really saying, in order to be able to move away from that lack of balance, you're gonna have to get back to. You have 2 knights here, so there's this forward movement towards things that you are really investing in, that are providing you with the same investment in return. And this is sort of a karmic cycle that you keep coming back to again and again and again. That is sort of this idea, the center of it, this idea of lack of balance. So, yeah, so that's your reading. If you like a personal reading from me, go to my website at Truth Is Change, or email me at truthischange@tumblr.com. And I have full moon and new moon readings I do every month on my website at on my Instagram at truthischange.ro, and on my website at truthischange.tumblr.com. Check it out. And thanks for watching. Blessings.